Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We start the episode by trying to find two collectibles. The first one, between these two inflatables, it is the Ploughing Golf collectible. So there we go, we have 5 more to go now. We had 6 then. So yeah, we'll get that down to 4 more to go. The next one, I believe, is up at the castle. So I have actually done a sweep of the castle, but I've still missed one. I'm told somewhere around the perimeter of the castle there is a cave. I think I'm very close, it's very rocky. Yep, this must be it. And there we go. Hyper cropping. So there's 4 more to go. That is a lovely £100,000 collected though, in total, between those two collectibles. So that is going to go to good use, and we still have £200,000 to bring in from collectibles, which is going to be very handy. Okay, so moving on to June. Nothing else to do in May. We now have, I think, just about the right amount of money to buy our new field. It was between 2. I think I decided it was going to be either 23 and was it 42? How much is 42? 146. So that would complete this sort of rectangle kind of shape. Yeah, so we'd own this whole area. If we were to buy that, we'd get a soybean crop. If we were to buy this, we'll get a barley crop. Barley is something we can give to the chickens. Soybeans we can't. It was actually recommended to still buy 42 and then sell the soybeans and then buy the chicken feed instead. I'm not too sure if that is effective. Oh, it's withered anyway. So that must be last year's crop. Yeah, I don't know. It's tempting to get 23 because then it comes with a piece of grassland. It's deceptive. 23 isn't that much smaller. Okay, so yes, I know that some people disagree with this. I know that 42 was probably a better buy, but 23 has the crop, and it does have some grassland, and it's cheaper. So yes, I'm pretty sure the game does work it out. So you're paying for each square. I guess there is a square, like a meter squared. That must be the way it calculates the price of a field. So yeah. The field trip report can't be that much different, really. We're going to take a look. Should be able to fertilise it too. Oh, no, it's fully fertilised. Very nice. Well, that saves us some money. Let's just teleport over here. And that is actually ready to harvest. Yield bonus plus 98%. Right, so we'll get the combine over here. Start to harvest it. And we can put it in storage with the rest of our barley. So that's really good. And of course, there's nothing actually stopping us from selling the field afterwards and then buying a different field. Don't really have a field flipping rule on this series. Anyway, let's get this started up. We'll head over there. I don't have a header trailer. I don't think. Did I sell it? I'm pretty sure I sold it. Yes, I did, because I was planning on just staying in this area. But of course, things have changed. I would just have to get away with it this time. I wasn't actually planning on using this harvester again, but since the money doesn't allow us to get another one, we're just going to have to use it this time. So yeah, this time next year we should have the new combine and we should be able to tow our own header trailer. I'll probably get a combine which is going to be able to have an all-in-one header, so the trailer is actually the header. It unfolds. Originally my plan was to get a Class Tryon, but since we've started with that on the brand new Calmsden Farm series, yeah, I'm not going to have it on here. There's plenty of combines to choose from, so there's no point going with the same one twice. I think probably the New Holland. I don't know if the New Holland's header unfolds into a header trailer, but when we get close to the time I can take a look. Still not 100% sure which combine I'm going to buy. This is fine though, just for a very short distance. Hug the edge of the road, not crashing into anything oncoming. I can keep pulling over, letting traffic go. As we know, they're very impatient. And here we are, we arrive at the field. I'm very interested to see how many litres we get out of this field. We are certainly going to be baling it. We We need to get as much money as possible. Always wise to check. There we go, don't want to be chopping it. But I have actually just installed, not for this series, but for Calmsden, the chopped straw mod. A really good mod which allows you to chop straw and convert it into fertiliser, instead of just chopping it and having no effect at all. Right, turn the beacon off. I will have to go and get my tractor and trailer, but I think I can do quite a bit first of all. I reckon we'll go around the headland once, just to give us a bit more turning space. But it feels good to own another field. I think the best thing to do is going to be to harvest this and then in the future sell it and then buy 42. If I do put my field flipping rule into action, then all I have to do is drill this field with anything, doesn't matter what it is, I just have to drill it, and yes, then I can sell it and purchase 42 or any other field. I'm just not allowed to buy something, harvest it, and then just leave it as a harvested field for the next farmer to get nothing, because that's just too easy. We have to have some kind of expense. We have to pay for some seed and some fuel and time. Okay, right. So yeah, I'm going to keep going until we're about 80% full in a time lapse, and then we can. I'll probably fetch the trailer in the time lapse. Right, so there we go, that's the first full load, and we mustn't forget that 23 does come with all this grass. So I do own all of this. We might as well cut it and turn it into hay, because it's the cows and the sheep now that require the hay. The cows require quite a bit, because it's part of their total mixed ration, and we have more cows than ever. We have 45, which is the maximum that particular cowshed can take. Okay, right, there we go. So, yes, I do have it on a worker. Should I start baling? I was actually a bit concerned that the auger wouldn't fit over the trailer if I had the extension on. And I'm not convinced still. I think, yeah, it's not going to fit over. It would be very close. Oh, would it? I don't know. Oh, that is so annoying. Maybe. Possibly. Well, I will go and get a baler. We'll swap the tractors over. Gonna have to use, yeah, we'll use the McCormick just to transport it up there. And yes, I've seen a few people begging me to clean this tractor, so I will do. Even though it's going to get muddy again, it is looking a bit over the top. It does need to be just cleaned up a bit. So there we go. Clean the weight. Looking better. Okay, lovely. So grab that baler. Yes, they do look much nicer, don't they, when they've been cleaned. Or maybe you prefer the look of it when it's absolutely caked in mud and dust. I think, yeah, you can go too far. Like, a tractor with dirt on it is fine, it's a working machine. But when you can't even see the decals on the side or the number plate or whatever, that's probably taking it a bit too far. Like the baler, that could actually be a fire risk if there was loads and loads of dry material stuck in all the moving parts. So yeah, just a bit of maintenance every now and then. I can see it now, this tractor is going to absolutely hate me for putting this on the back, pulling it up here. It does get quite steep, so I'm going to keep my foot on the accelerator pedal 100%, and when we get to where I think we're going to be at its slowest, I will resume the video. this bend here is where it usually sucks all the power out. We are dropping 14 miles per hour. Pretty good though. Yes, I was expecting to go right down to about 8. Impressive. Oh no, an impatient car. We got it down to 11. Might have just about hit 10, but yeah, 11 is what I saw it at. So, well, look at this, the harvest is almost over. I made this point yesterday on my Calmsden farm video. Why is it whenever you put something on a worker, it feels like the job just passes instantly? If you're doing it yourself, sometimes it can feel really slow. And it's not, I don't think it can be a case of not enjoying it, because I do enjoy doing it. It just feels like I, yeah, spend a long time doing each job. Weird. So, yes, that's going to probably be best unloaded over here. And then we're going to be full. And I don't need to put the extension on anymore, because it's just probably one more load, but it probably would have been a good idea just to try it. It would have been close. I think it would have just about reached over. I think the auger would have just cleared the top of the extension. Right, so here we go. Get it to 100%. I think it is going to be best to get the harvest over and done with before we start baling. Might just about have enough space in the tank now to finish the field. If it does, that'll be good. It saves the worker from having to hang around, and actually the 12,600 litres that we have I will take directly to the chickens over at the cow farm. They almost certainly won't need this much, but yes, judging by how many the other chickens took, I would say they do want quite a few thousand litres from this. Ah, slowed me right down. My many entrances. 1, 2, 3. There is another one up there, and there is the potential to add another one. So, yes, we could have about 5. Yep, as suspected, quite a bit has been taken. Very good. So in the next episode, what I'm going to do is cultivate and re-drill the field which we're currently in. I'm probably going to re-drill it as grass just because it's the time of year to do that sort of thing. Probably a bit too early to put in canola. Yes, it is. So yeah, whatever we can put in, grass would be ideal. And then I will actually cut the grass at the same time with a different tractor. We can make the hay bales. Then we can put them into storage. I'm hoping the following episode will then be into this field, where we can start to harvest the potatoes, but between those two jobs I will have to fertilise the olive grove and the vineyard just one more time. Still going strong, but it must be so close to the end. Oh, that is the end. Well, that timing couldn't have been any better at all. I'm going to position myself on the left hand side, we'll get it emptied, and then yeah, we'll get all the baling done. I could tell the worker to drive this tractor back, but as for the combine, yeah, not going to risk that. It's just going to crash into everything. Would have been okay with a header trailer, but yeah, doing it my way, having no header trailer, not the wisest idea. So if anybody wondering which days I'm going to be doing this series and which days I'm going to be doing Calmsden, I'm thinking at the moment Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday will be Calmsden. The other days will be this map. I think that's for the best, because then, when I do finish this map, Calmsden can go from 3 days a week to 4 days a week, and then whatever replaces this can start off 3 days a week, and then obviously we'll just continue like that. So when Calmsden finishes, which will be in a very long time, yeah, that can then be put into that position. Anyway, Let's create a job. We need to do deliver. We are going to be delivering to, let's get this right, yes, that one. No looping. Start job, and it should go and tip it for us, hopefully. And in the meantime, I can get the John Deere onto the baler, and I can get this field baled. I am tempted to go back over to the farm and watch it tip, as I haven't actually done it before. I've known about the feature, but I've never really needed to use it. This is the first time. So I'll be keeping a very close eye on it on the minimap. Right, so unfold the baler. It will probably take a while to get back to the farm though, because it always goes the slowest route. At least it seems to. It probably goes the easiest route, just to guarantee that it doesn't crash into anything. It's just turning, so it's on the right road. Just needs to head up the road, turn into the yard, and then tip into the pit. So that's the headland done. I don't know how many bales we're going to get out of this field, probably not that many. So, yeah, let's just go to here. Interesting. Maybe then that was... Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it's trying to do. Maybe it's trying to do a lap. Well, I'll do it myself. I think it just assumes that you haven't left anything in the way. Yeah, I'm guessing it was going to come round here and then loop round. Anyway, not to worry. It got us back to the farm. Let me park this over here. I'll have to do that test again in the future, but not leave anything nearby. Back into the John Deere. We'll get this baling done. Okay, I don't know if we're going to have enough to create another bale. I should have reduced the size. I always regret not doing that. But it will get carried over to the next field. Yeah, definitely not enough to create another one. But that's pretty good. In the end we've produced, by the look at it, 6 bales, I would say. Oh no, not taking into account the ones that we have in the baler. 8 bales. There we go. Right, so I'm going to need a trailer and the JCB to get these picked up. Right, I reckon I could get it next to the fence quite easily. And I have had several suggestions. Some suggestions were in favour of extending the vineyard, and actually more were in favour of getting rid of it altogether, to then put the money into the olive grove. So we sell the harvester, we then buy the olive harvester. Thing is, I don't know if you can actually make money from selling these vines. I think if we wanted to get rid of them, it would just be money down the drain. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's no resale value. But yeah, the people who were in favour said get another pruner and put one on the back as well. Then you can do 2 at the same time. Sounds very interesting. Sounds like a really good idea if we were going to extend. Because then we could do this side and this side at the same time. Brilliant. But yes, I think, certainly from experiencing the grapes now, the olives do seem more worth it. They're more worthwhile. Oh look, my sunflowers. Their faces. Their faces are growing. But they're not looking at the sky yet properly. Their eyes have not opened. I just see sunflowers, these massive plants with one massive eye. The big pupil in the middle. And the yellow petals of the eyelashes. Yeah, so anyway, my trailer, I do have a trailer, flatbed, just there. But I think I'm going to be able to fit them onto the pickup truck's trailer. And this is good because it means I can just set this off on a worker whilst I take the JCB. So let's just see here. I'll tell it to park about here because it's going to follow the road. And we'll see if we can get there first in a slow, although not that slow, JCB. I'll take my Bale spikes. Absolutely love this part of the yard now. Such a good shed. I believe it is coming out really soon on ModHub. Maybe by the time this video goes out it will be out. I don't know. Just need to keep checking. Right, where's my pickup truck? There it goes. It's off in the distance. So because I'm going to be cutting the corner, there is a chance I'm going to get there first, but of course it has a huge advantage of having a top speed of probably about 70 miles per hour. So close! Oh, it's just going to get there before me. Yep, I have to give way to that. Wow. That was so close. But in fact, that was a better way for it to go, I think, because otherwise it would be stuck behind me, and it would get there later, costing me more money. Although it's not going exactly fast now. I think it was fully aware that it was in a competition there. Now, technically I won. I am here. I have the added benefit of just being able to drive over the grass, although that is a pickup truck, so it can do as well. So I'll try and stack these fairly neatly. Just wondering, do I need to keep them? Oh dear. It's got stuck. I would go 2 high, not 3. It's probably pushing it. Oh, it's still driving around in circles. What a sneaky way to make more money. Get to your destination and just drive around in circles. Right, it's enough of that. Come here. Come here. What a cheeky worker. And actually, which way? I've got 8, haven't I? So if I put, I think if I probably slide some on the back, this should be possible. It's going to be heavy, but it's definitely possible. Try and squeeze these 2 on as well. Right up against the front of the trailer. There we go. And then strap, otherwise they're going to go flying. That's good. Okay, right, so we've got double that to go on. I'm sure we can do it. I've decided that we are going to keep them. We get through quite a lot. Got to shred several bales to do the bedding. And then I pad out the total mix ration with them as well. So, yeah, I'll be keeping them. And that leaves us with 2, which I should be able to put on top. So, do that, and then put some straps over. Okay, they've kind of shifted. Yeah, put the other 2 on top, and it should be good. Try and keep them in the middle. And then probably across the back. So that's, I don't actually know how much that would weigh, but these are big bales, 9,000 litres per bale. I would not want to be pulling that. It's just on a pickup truck. Although, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe in the USA the pickup trucks are rated higher, so you can probably pull that quite easily. But in the UK, fairly sure that would be illegal. That'd be way overweight. So I will drive this back, and the worker can take the JCB. Although, yes, we will need the JCB to move the hay bales, so I'll just lower the boom and leave it there. let's go and park this in the cow yard. 72,000 litres in total. Impressively good. Now I just need to make sure I don't flip it. Does seem fairly stable. About emergency braking. Not too bad. For now I'm going to put these bales in the shed, on the trailer. I still don't know exactly what we're going to be doing with the potatoes. There is a chance that we're going to take them straight over to the railway silo, the railroad silo, or we might put them into this shed. Really depends on a few things, like can we get substantially higher money from a different sell point? It would certainly be a big job loading them up again if they're in here, just on the ground. But there we go. So the only thing left to do now is to take the combine back, and then we are done. It was another nice little job for it. And there we go. Park it back on this grass. Those potatoes look so good. Can't wait to harvest them. So yes, I haven't actually really looked properly at the potato harvester, so we're going to be going for this. £600,000, but it looks like it does have the integrated header, so £30,500 to rent it, plus £5,990 per day and £12,579 per hour, which is kind of crazy. But we can't really do without it. 530 horsepower. It's going to be an interesting beast to have on the farm. Yep, it's taken many episodes to get to this stage. They're looking good. And I believe it's usually about October time when we do potatoes, so let's just take a look. Oh, we can harvest these ones in FS in August and September. They must be early potatoes or something. Anyway, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.